Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Minas, this is Can You Dig It? The sun is out, yes. It's been raining quite heavy the last couple of days. And today I'm swapping the spade for a saw. Let's get to it. Right guys, so got everything laid out that I'm going to need for this project. I've got a drawing. Actually, we'll have a look at what we're going to be making. And there we go. I did make a box planter a couple of weeks ago. A lot of you were saying, you know, it was a nice design, but the way their gardens are and the space they've got, a bit of a narrow one. So guys, this is going to be a bit of a narrow one. Everything you see there is what I'm going to be using. These two bits here on the right, more on that a little bit later. But we've got a handsaw. Well, I'm not going to name everything. You can see what I've got laid out. And these are the essentials. I mean, power tools and miter saws would come in handy. You'd get cleaner cuts, but a couple of minutes sandpapering the edges and, you know, a nice steady hand movement with the saw and we're good. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got four of these for the legs. These are 300 millimeters. And that wood is 43 millimeters by 52 millimeters. We've got four of them. We've got these boards here. Thicker board on the left is 120 millimeters wide, 20 millimeters thick, and 700 millimeters long. And the same with that, except it is still 700 millimeters long, 70 millimeters wide, and still 20 thick. And there's two of those and two of those. And the same wood as with that, except that is 250 millimeters long, and same with that one. And all that you see here, guys, well, actually, I'll be putting it together with 35 millimeter screws, 4.5 mil diameter, and they're countersunk as well, just to make things look nice and neat. So everything I've got there, except for that, is going to make that. Now I might do a decorative lip around the edge. We'll see how we get on. And now guys, with planters, it can work one of two ways. Now, if you're going to be filling it with soil once it's built, then we're going to have to close the bottom off. But if you're just going to be using it to put plant pots in, then we don't really need to close the bottom off completely. We can just use some battens going across, maybe space them, I don't know, a couple of inches apart. And you can still put plant pots in, you could put clay pots in, and it'll still hold the weight. So as I get going with this, I'll make a decision as to if I'm going to fill it with soil or put pots in it. Yeah, so let's get to it, guys. Okay guys, so I thought I'd stop there for a bit and show you how this is coming together. The sides are done. I'll just move this around. Don't know how much more I'll be able to get done. The thunder's coming, looks like the heavens are going to open up again. There's the two sides. And remember, it's 250 millimeters wide, 700 long. That's the outside lengths. Inside will slightly differ due to thickness of the wood and a little bit of overlap here and there. And remember, with stuff like this, guys, you want to measure twice, 3 times before you drill or get the saw out or anything. But yeah, you can see it's starting to take shape nice. I was thinking if I was going to close it off completely or just put battens across, depending on its intended use, whether it was going to be used as a planter directly, filling it with soil, or just putting battens across and putting pots in. I think what I'll do is, I think I'm going to box it off. That way, you know, it's done whether whoever gets it, well, it's for my father actually, it's for Father's Day. So whether he wants to fill it up with soil himself or to put his own pots in, that's up to him. It'll be closed off and you'll have that. So yeah, guys, I've just got these left to do. Hopefully I'll get it done. It's not looking too nice up there. So yeah, back to the time lapse. So it's done. The rain's held off just about. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's going to start coming down, so I'll make this quick. Yeah, it's done. It's nice. The wood's bowed a little on some sides, as you see there, little 1-2 millimeter gap. Don't want to force that through in case it pops out this end and it, you know, makes it off square, which at the moment it is quite square. Underneath, at the moment, you can see through. So I am going to fill it in. I have got a piece of wood that will go through here, nice, perfect width. However, you know, it's going to make this bit here tricky. So what I'm going to do is, I have got which one is it? The top one, I think it's 120 millimeter. I'll use that one, and I'm going to try and cut here. Oh, there's a ring, slot it in there. Same on this side. Cut it here, slot it in. Filling up the rest. Well, leave a 1-2 millimeter gap in between for drainage. I'm going to drill through some holes in this for extra drainage, and yeah, that's about it. I think I'm going to take this inside, measure it up, and hopefully might get a chance to come back out. I doubt it though. Yep, so I'll crack on with that, and I'll bring it back out in a bit. Ooh, time lapse or no time lapse? Oh, it doesn't matter. Get inside. Cheers, guys. Okay guys, it's nearly done. Just need to screw the base down. Remember I said I was going to maybe leave it open with battens. If that was the case, I would have split these in half and maybe used 4 or 5 so pots could rest on the inside. But as you can see, you know, I wasn't 100% accurate with that. I didn't want to be. I wanted to leave gaps where I could. So whatever the measurements was, I left it a couple of millimeters either side. And luckily, the 110 millimeter, sorry, I don't know, are they 110 or 120? I think they're 120. No, they're 120 millimeter. Oh, I don't know, 110 or 120. 110 this one. Anyway, yeah, I've managed to get them all in without having to use any slimmer boards or anything. And I'd say that's perfect spacing. I think that's about 3 in between. So guys, I'm gonna again 2 in each. Let's get this done, and then I'll do a final review in about half an hour. Again, fingers crossed the rain stays away. Guys, the planter is done. 1 day build complete. A little over 4 hours, 6 hours in total, given 2 rain delays, and yeah, more than happy with that. Redwood legs, I think that's Swedish pine on the sides, and it's closed off down the bottom. The plan I went off, did a little drawing. So guys, it's set up for either plant pots like that, or if you want to fill it with soil and, you know, put your own plants in. There's some sunflowers you'll have seen on an earlier video that I germinated. Have a quick look inside. Just move this out of the way. Drainage holes, 2-3 millimeter gaps in between to assist the drainage. But yeah guys, more than happy with that. And again guys, that was a 1 day build, and hope you like it. And if you like this kind of stuff, guys, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Remember to subscribe to the Can You Dig It channel. And then this is Can You Dig It. I am done. Cheers.